Hello and welcome to MacX. In this tutorial I will show you how you can get your Flash video file into your video editor such as Premiere Pro. And there are two different ways that I know of. If you perhaps use OBS as a screen recording device, then you can do it from within OBS. Or otherwise you can use an external program called Remux to do it. So if you're using OBS like me when you're maybe streaming or recording videos, you can use OBS itself to change the FLV file that OBS produces when you record to make a better file for Premiere Pro if you haven't set up the recording to be a different kind of file at the first place. But if you're stuck with the FLV file and you don't want to import the FLV file directly into Premiere Pro, you could do that, and I've got another tutorial for that. But sometimes it's very laggy and it could be dropping frames and such, so this is a better workaround. So if you go up to File, you get a tab that says Remux Recordings. So if you just click that from within OBS, that is, you can choose the recording that you want to change from a Flash video file. So let's just get an example file here. And when you choose that, it creates an MP4 file of the FLV file at the same location with the same name, just a different file type. And you can change this accordingly. And you just hit the Remux button and it says Recording Remuxed. And this was a very small file, so that's why it went so quickly. If you get a large file, it might take very much longer. But let's check out the file and see if it was working. And there we go, there's the FLV file that I recorded with OBS, and it created an MP4 file. And it's working fine. But the MP4 file is not good for Premiere Pro at all, so you can't use this. But you don't have to use a different program to export it as a .mov file or anything else. You could, if you like, just rename this file to .mov and change the ending to use .mov. And this file you can use in Premiere Pro fine. I've noticed that the rendering time when you're exporting your video file might take a little bit longer. I don't know if it's exporting or creating the perfect movie file, but it works and it's stable inside Premiere Pro, and you don't get dropped frame or anything else, and there's no quality loss between the FLV file and the MP4 file, and not when you change this either. But maybe you don't use OBS, or you don't... and sometimes when you use OBS to remux the files, when it's really big files, it doesn't seem to handle the files very well, and sometimes the remux doesn't work. But in that case, you can use an external program that is called Remux. And you can find it by googling just Remux, and you can find it at some different places, I think. But otherwise, this is a place you can find it at. I'll leave a link in the description. And just hit the download button and install the program in your applications. So once in your applications, you just go to Remux. That's a program we've downloaded and installed. You double click it and you get this little window here. And you once again, you choose the file that you want to remux. We can choose the same file. You just drag and drop into the big window right here. And it will remux both audio and video. If you choose so, you can always change it. And just as with OBS, you should change it to an MP4. And it keeps the name just like OBS did. But now we got a file here already, so let's just add a couple of letters. There we go. And you just hit go. And you can, I think you can do multiple files at the same time using batch processing. And this is just as quick as OBS. and like I said, this is a very small file, so it takes a couple of seconds just. And there we go, another MP4 file, and you can just do the same as with the other one. You change the ending to .mov or mov, I don't know how you say it. And there we go, and these files you can just import into Premiere Pro or Final Cut or whatever program you use, and it should be fine. So that's the easiest way to do all of this. So just remux the file and change the ending to .mov, and you should be fine. And this is much quicker than exporting the FLV file using another program to decode it and encode it like as another file. So this is the best way I have found so far. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.